Hello, everyone. My name is Jyoti Anchalkar, and I will be your host today. Thank you for taking time out to attend today's webinar. I'm part of eBay's seller education team, which is responsible for conducting webinars for training sellers like you about various eBay processes and best practices. These webinars are designed to help you grow your business and meet customer expectations. We hope that you will benefit from these webinars and apply the best practices in your business. Join our live webinars through the webinar calendar on export.ebay.com and get your questions answered in real time. The topic for today's webinar is listing best practices, which focuses on the best practices that you need to follow while creating your listings on eBay. Our webinar agenda is as follows: an overview of the important elements of a perfect listing, a walkthrough through all the elements in detail. So, let's begin. You would agree with me that the listings that you create are a window display of all the items which cover each detail of the listed item. And this listed item with the information that you have added impacts the buyer's decision either to view and then make a purchase, or to view and then directly make a purchase. While creating listings, it is important that you place yourself in your buyer's shoes and think from a buyer's perspective to understand what will attract the buyer and lead him to make that purchase. Hence, it is crucial to understand what does a perfect listing consist of. A perfect listing consists of important elements such as a strong title, detailed item specifics, clear description, high quality photos, right listing format, and listing strategies. So, let's now talk about all these elements in detail. The first one being a strong title. Your listing title is the first thing a buyer will see in the search results. An effective title will explain the item well and attract potential buyers. Hence, it is important that the title is informative and effective that will compel the buyer to click on your listing and look for details, which may lead to a possible purchase. So, what does it mean to write an effective title? It means that the title always needs to be between 60 to 80 characters long, which should include information of the product, the features, and the product benefits. Information such as brand name, model, color, style, model number, etc., also form elements of a good title. Try to begin your titles with relevant keywords that relate to your listed item and ensure that you're organizing them in a readable and logical order. It is vital that you clearly state what you are selling and stay away from giving out any kind of false information. Avoid words in all caps or punctuations or even characters like asterisks unless they are part of your product's name. Make sure that there are no spelling mistakes. A spelling mistake could lead to a potential missed opportunity, since this will impact your listing from being showcased correctly in the search results. Let's talk about the second element, which is detailed item specifics. Buyers often use filters to narrow down search results. Detailed item specifics help your listing to appear in the search results when buyers apply these filters, therefore, making it easier for potential customers to find exactly what they are looking for. Item specifics may include brand, size, type, color, style, model number, or any other relevant information about the item that you are selling. We strongly recommend that you should be providing as many of these item specifics so that you can ensure that your item gets maximum visibility on both eBay and external sites such as Google Shopping. Let's move to the next important element, which is writing a clear description. A perfect item description is clear enough to tell your buyer what they need to know at one scan, and yet detailed enough so that there can be no confusion around exactly what they are buying. Therefore, the description should be concise. It should use correct grammar and punctuations and spellings. Ensure that you're adding information about any issues about the item condition. Include special item details and usage instructions as a part of your description. Now, these were information on what your description should include. The description should not include any feature or images or videos that do not actually depict what your product is. eBay gives you the option to add one video and 24 photographs within the photos section. So stay away from adding any kind of images or videos as a part of the description. Next, do not include any kind of contact information or any links that take away customers of eBay. Last but not the least, do not include false information of the product or any other instructions, because any wrong information in the description can lead to a case being filed by the buyer on eBay for item not being as described, which we call as significantly not as described. So do not give any kind of false information of the product or any other instructions. The next important, which is our favorite, adding high quality pictures. We all know that high quality pictures or photos, as we say, boost the customer's confidence in your listing. When you list an item for sale on eBay, you have to ensure that you include at least one picture. And the first picture that you add, which is called as the gallery photo, this appears next to your item's title in the search results and is the main photo in your listing. Did you know, as I did mention earlier, that eBay allows you to add up to 24 pictures in a single listing? So, some of the best practices that you need to follow when you are adding photos or images within your listing are: use a plain and clutter-free backdrop. Use evenly distributed lighting. Ensure that you're using a tripod to keep the camera steady. Click photos with high resolution. Ensure that the images are placed properly when you are creating the listing. Every angle of the product or the item that you are listing should be captured, even the flaws. Give details of measurements of the product that you have listed so that when it reaches the buyer, it is exactly what has been described by you in your listing and showed in the photos. Add proper name to the images that you are adding, and add as many images or photographs that you can. 24 is not a small number to add images. Let's move on to the next best practice, which is right listing format. As a seller, it is important that you select the right listing format and work out what are the beneficial pricing models for your items. If you are not sure how much you should charge or aren't sure of your item's value, you can use eBay's advanced search function to help you find similar listings, and then you can decide on a price. On eBay, you have the option of selecting the listing format between an auction style or a buy it now, or as we call it as fixed price. What exactly is an auction style? In an auction style, you can choose a starting price and your customers can place bids. When the auction ends, the highest bidder buys the item at that price at which he has won the item. Auctions are best suited for rare and limited edition or high profile or high demand items. Under auction, you can choose whether you want your auction to run for 1, 3, 5, 7, or even 10 days. In comparison to buy it now, or we call that as fixed price listing, for fixed price listings, your customers know the exact price that they would need to pay for your item and they can purchase it immediately, which means under buy it now or a fixed price listing, there is no bidding required. Did you know that fixed price listings are set to good till cancel duration, which means that your item will be relisted on eBay every month until it sells or you do not decide to end the listing. So go ahead and ensure that you're choosing the right listing format that will work for you as per the product that you are trying to list. Let's talk about one more important element, which is very important when you are creating listing, that is listing strategies. There are various strategies that you can follow to attract buyers. We've just listed a few out over here. This is commonly used or commonly done by sellers across eBay. First and important thing is allowing offers on your listing. When you are creating a listing as a seller, you get the option to enable the best offer option in your listing. This is specifically when we talk about fixed price. Now, when you are enabling the best offer option, you are allowing buyers to negotiate the price, making your listing more attractive. It shows that you are open for negotiation, which can increase engagement and lead to quicker sales. I'm sure you do know that buyers appreciate flexibility, and this way you might be able to still get a price close to the price that you are asking for. Another important factor about the listing strategy is adding free shipping. Well, as a buyer, I'm sure even you do love free shipping, and so do the buyers across eBay. Offering free shipping can significantly boost the appeal of your listings. Buyers often filter search results by free shipping. So, if you are offering free shipping in your listings will appear in more searches. Additionally, free shipping creates a perception of better value, even if the shipping cost is factored in the actual price of the product. Next is pricing competitively. As a seller, you need to ensure that you are researching similar items and setting a competitive price when you are creating your listing. If your price is too high, buyers will skip over your listing in a favor of cheaper options. Competitive pricing combined with a compelling title and description can make your listing stand out among others. And last but not the least is sharing your listings on social communities. Leveraging social media platforms to share your eBay listings can drive additional traffic. Social media platforms, for example, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Engaging with niche communities or groups that are interested in your products will help increase the chances of reaching buyers who may not find your listing to eBay search alone. Therefore, by combining these strategies, you can enhance the visibility of your listings, attract more buyers, and ultimately your sales will increase on eBay. Wow. And that is all that we have in today's webinar topic. We hope that the information that was shared today has been useful to you. Do keep joining us for our forthcoming training webinars. Keep checking the webinar calendar on export.ebay.com. Before we wrap up, make sure you hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. You'll gain access to all our latest videos packed with tips and tricks to streamline your eBay selling experience. Don't miss out. The links are mentioned in the description. We will see you soon in the next webinar. Goodbye.